Hey everyone, Adam from Indie Farm Life here. So if you've watched our channel at all, you know that I have a John Deere 4052R, which is sitting right here behind me. Now I bought this tractor in the spring of 2016 and I've got close to 300 hours on it, so I'm starting to learn what I like and dislike about this tractor. Now today, I'm going to tell you what I consider to be the top 3 premium or luxury features that are found in this tractor and why you should ensure that they're on your next purchase. Now this is a 4-wheel drive tractor with hydrostatic transmission. Those are not 2 of the features that I plan to discuss today. In my opinion, those are a must on a tractor this size, especially 4-wheel drive. If you get into any kind of soft terrain with this or slopes, etc., you don't just have the weight and traction to get through it with 2-wheel drive. And most of these don't come with ag tires either. You can see this has the R4, so those are not the features or the types of features we're going to be discussing today. These are the luxury features, the features your grandpa's tractor didn't have or never even thought about having. Let's jump to it. We'll go bottom to top. Okay, number 3, which may well become my number 2 by the time this spring and summer roll around. And I have to start bush hogging all that, but cruise control. And not just any cruise control, electronic cruise control. So a lot of tractors out on the market do have cruise control, but most are the type where you push down your hydrostatic pedal and then there'll be a lever over here on the left that you can pull out and essentially just lock the pedal in place and keep that speed. This tractor, however, as I mentioned, has electronic cruise control. It's nearly identical to any car you've ever driven. Engage it, get your speed, set it, and let go. And what's nice about electronic cruise control is that you can use the plus and minus buttons over here on the panel to increase and decrease your speed without messing with the engine speed. So if you're pulling a tiller or a bush hog, etc., you can increase your ground speed, decrease your ground speed, and keep your PTO running at 540 the entire time without having to pull the pedal and reset your cruising speed. It's a little bougie, but it's a little awesome, isn't it? So I'm not going to demo that. You've all driven cars before, at least I'll assume. On to number 2. Okay, now that I get off the tractor, I'll get right back on it and show you number 2. I'm not 100% sure if this is exactly what it's called, but I'm going to call it auto throttle. Now this isn't exclusive to John Deere. I think a lot of manufacturers do have this, but nonetheless, it's a pretty cool feature. So as you're used to, on most tractors, you set the throttle, and then that helps dictate the speed at which you can operate the tractor forward and backward. And if you want to increase your max speed beyond pushing the hydrostatic pedal to the floor, you have to up your idle speed. What this does is acts again like a car, and when you press the hydrostatic pedal down, it increases the throttle. So what I found this is good for is if you're doing loader work and you want to set your RPMs at say 1,000 for picking the loader up and loading the bucket full of dirt or gravel, but then you have to travel 250 yards and you want to go a little faster. You don't have to be messing with that engine speed the whole time. So this feature will take care of that. Now this one I will demo for you. So here it is with the feature off. I'll set my throttle, and that dictates the maximum ground speed I can have. Then I'll turn it on and show you kind of how it works. Turn it on. Like I said, that's helpful when you're doing loader work. You want to keep the hydraulic flow on the loader down a little bit while you're working, but then you want to have increased ground speed. Also, if you're ever in a travel gear, road gear, and you're moving around the farm or even around rural country roads, it's a lot nicer than having to slow down and still have your RPMs up at 2,500 or whatever it may be. So on to number 1. Now, numbers 2 and 3 are, let's be honest, nice to haves. I consider number 1 to be a must-have. Drum roll. the hitch assist. This thing is amazing. So what it does is allows you to stand behind the tractor and move the tractor to hook up your 3-point implement. These two buttons here move the tractor forward and backward, and you got to hold this one to operate it as well. And this top knob raises and lowers the 3-point. This thing has saved me so much time. Gone are the days of fighting the implement and the lower link arms to get the implement onto the tractor. Now, on smaller tractors, maybe the 20 horsepower size, the implements are a little bit lighter and smaller, so you can kind of muscle those around. But some of the implements I use on this 50 horse or 52 horse tractor, they weigh 12 and 1,300 pounds, so there's no wrestling it around, and this takes all the grunt work out of it. I'll show you how it works. So obviously it still takes a little time to get it into the position you need it to in order to hook everything up, but I didn't break anything, I wasn't swearing, I didn't have to have a sledgehammer. It's a win. I mean, you got to just move it back and forth a little bit until you get the pins lined up, but it's so much more effortless than doing it the old-fashioned way. So that right there, I think, is the absolute #1 thing you need to try to have on your next tractor. So those are some of the more premium features I found useful on this tractor. I know that the auto throttle and cruise control are out there on other manufacturers, Kubota, Coyote, Mahindra, etc. I'm not sure about the quick hitch. I don't know if that's proprietary to John Deere or not, so maybe someone in the comments can let me know if it is or isn't. I've not seen it on any of their tractors, but then again, I kind of only look at these green ones. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out this video. Like, subscribe, check back for more. Everyone take care. One other must-have, in addition to the about 30 million lumens of LED lights that are on this tractor, this one, guys, is a must-have. I'm not talking about the hydraulic top link and side link and rear remotes and the front remote for the grapple. This one here, my friends love this one so much. All right, see you next time.